Swinson has defended her willingness to order a nuclear strike, but said her aim remains multilateral disarmament. The Liberal Democrat leader was criticised earlier this week after saying she was ready to use the UK's nuclear deterrent if she achieved her election goal of becoming Prime Minister. Asked if she would ever be prepared to use a nuclear weapon, she replied simply, "Yes." Nicola Sturgeon called it sickening to hear this question asked and answered, as if it's some kind of virility test, without any context. The First Minister also said she would never use an immoral weapon to kill millions. On a campaign visit to Glasgow, Ms Swinson was asked about her comment. She said, "Liberal Democrats support a nuclear deterrent, but we support multilateral disarmament. The best use for nuclear weapons is to use them to negotiate away other nuclear weapons. I want to see a world where these types of weapons don't exist, and the way to do that is to work with other countries through those international mechanisms to be able to reduce the amount of nuclear weapons that exist, and I'm very committed to the UK's role in that process and in maintaining a deterrent in a very uncertain world while that happens." Pressed on whether she had meant she was ready to deploy nuclear weapons in a state of war, she said, I answered the question honestly. I answered it clearly. I think that it's important that if a deterrent is to be effective, then that is the situation. Of course we want to make sure that our world is safer and we can reduce and get rid of nuclear weapons, but the way to do that is through diplomacy, is through a multilateral approach working with other countries. For more on this story, visit the news article link.